I want to make sure y'all understand something. There is not a single politician that is going to save you. Not a single policy, not a single petition, not a single signature, not a single slogan. None of that is going to make your life measurably better over the long term. And you know why? Because politicians, regardless of the side that you're on, regardless of what you believe, in most cases are out to do one thing: keep their job. Just like you. I know you think politicians are they're different. No, they not. They out to keep their job too, but the way they keep their job, that is different. The way they keep their job is to convince you that they are gonna fight for you. You gotta ask yourself, after a certain amount of time, why is shit still so bad, right? Like, the more I see people get involved in politics, the more I see them complain about how things are not what they want it to be, how things could be better. It's always, it could be better. Every single time. I don't even know why this is on. We're gonna see though. We're gonna turn that off. Every single time, it's, well, what about this? What about this? There's no fix. The problem that you got to understand is we are all individuals. And as individualistic as we are in America, that comes with a price. And that price is we're always going to have people who disagree. Always. Generally speaking, you might think we want, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. We want people to, you maybe, okay, maybe. But everyone's going to disagree on how to get that done. Always. So there's always going to be something to argue about. There's always going to be whataboutism. There's always going to be, well, you don't really care because you don't do this other thing that I want you to do. And there's always going to be a politician waiting to prey on your emotion. Every single time you find yourself emotional about a cause, I guarantee you're about to make some stupid decisions. And that is partially why, when it comes to politics, I'm not saying I don't participate, I don't vote, I do. But largely, I do not base how the political landscape looks. I don't base my life on how the political landscape looks. Some of you all are so deep in politics that you've forgotten that you control your life. And that's the saddest thing I've ever seen. Like, there are people in this world right now saying, oh, I don't feel safe, so I gotta go do, like, if you don't feel safe in America, like, let me just be really, really clear. Unless you are an illegal immigrant, because let's be real, they rounding the illegal immigrants up. If you don't feel safe in America, there aren't many places you're gonna go where you're gonna feel safer. I'm just gonna be real with you. You're not. And I think a lot of people know that. That's why they complain about everything that's going on here, because it's easier to change what's going on here than it is to go somewhere else. I do not believe for a second that your life is so damaged, most of you, by politics that it is irredeemable. And unfortunately, that's where a lot of y'all sit. A lot of y'all have just brainwashed yourselves. It's not even that they got to you. It's that you have been listening to pundits so damn long that you forgot that the main driver for you having enough money in your life is you going to work. You forgot that the main driver in you having good food to eat is you understanding thermodynamics and calories in and calories out, and you going to the gym. You've lost the plot. And when you sort of meta yourself to that level, where you start to get so deep where you're like, what about the systemic impact when you start going there and your life ain't right, dog, you have lost the plot. Politicians want nothing more than to keep their job and build their own legacy. That's it. That's it. I don't understand why so many people think that public servants are in some way so much less human than the rest of us. They make the same stupid mistakes that the rest of us do. I'm not saying that there aren't people who try really hard to make good impacts in government. I'm sure there are. But you would be a fool to believe and wait for those people to do good before you expect more of yourself. That's the reality. Look around you. Every day you interact with businesses, with people, with money, all of which are very much moldable and malleable. All you have to do is figure out where your place is in the economic game. That is not going to change. Capitalism doesn't change because of who's in office. I'm sure there's somebody in the comments. Well, what about this person? They changed how, brother. That doesn't apply to you, and you know it. Let's stop the cap. Let's stop lying to ourselves and acting as if that if we just got one more person, if we just passed this one law, if we just did this one thing, then it would all be different. No, it won't. It won't. This is your life. Look around real hard. The purpose of me talking to y'all so much like this is to make you realize that you got one life, and it's right here in front of you. This is it. This is it right here. Fucking Walgreens, Culver's, car dealerships. That's what you got. That's what you got. So what you gonna do with it? What are you going to do? Are you going to complain about how things aren't the way you think they should be? Or are you going to make something of yourself and say, even against the odds that I thought were there, I succeeded? Which one is it going to be? Because I can guarantee you, nobody, unless you are a family member of a politician, you ain't getting rich. You ain't coming up off Trump. I'm sorry, you're not. Unless you was already working, you're not coming up off Trump. You weren't going to come up off Kamala either. Don't get it twisted. But what about she had the homeowners plan? Yeah, you can buy a house and be just as broke in your house as you can't afford to fix. Congratulations. Well, Trump's doing great thing. And how much money have you saved since he's been in office? 0. Congratulations. You've done fuck all. But let's be real. It is not a matter of who is in and who is not. It's a matter of what you're doing with your life. Don't you ever forget that. The economic game will keep on spinning. The rock gonna keep on spinning. The economic game is gonna keep on being played regardless of who the players are. You are a player. Decide what you want your legacy to be, because I can guarantee you, those politicians, they've decided what kind of legacy they want to leave, and they're doing it. And right now, the more you talk, all you're doing is watching. Right now, your place in the game is telling the story of somebody else's legacy. Is that what you want? Maybe it is. We'll see. Either keep talking or get to work. Talk to y'all later.